What's going on, my crypto fanatics and my craft beer fiends? Hey, it's Zach here on the Coindogz Network, here with another episode of Dude, Where's My Coin? We got a full show tonight. All the dudes are here. I've got Brian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I got Rick.
Cheers.
And we got Brad.
Hello, Internet people.
All right. Well, before we get into all the crypto talk today, let's get the most important thing talked about first, and that is what beer we're drinking. Brian, what are we drinking tonight?
Well, Zach, I am glad you asked because this is the copyright infringement. It's an Imperial IPA from the Nala Brewing Company in New Orleans, Louisiana. This is a dry hopped IPA. It's a little hoppier than your average IPA. It's got a clean, crisp finish. And check these guys out. It's Nala Brewing Company, copyright infringement. Brad, what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about ESP.
Brad, real quick, before we get into ESP, just to follow up on our last show we all did together, we talked about the Jesus coin. And I was curious.
The Jesus coin.
Yeah, I was curious with all the red we're seeing here in the market. Is there a Moses coin to help us part the Red Sea?
Sadly, no, there's not. I looked. There's not. I even tried to pick up a little digital holy water for my portfolio, and I struck out.
Okay, Brad.
Yes, sir.
Guys, not only is this not spiritual advice, but this is also not financial advice either.
Yeah, you probably
Back to you, Brad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good point there. You don't want to follow any of this. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about ESP, Espers. It is, well, full disclosure, all four of us have ourselves a wee bit of ESP. How did we hear about it? What do you think? A dude from work told us about it. And then I suckered all these guys into it too. Poor guys. Anyway, hey
Poor
Rick.
guys.
Well, we got into it when it was a little bit higher than it is right now. So we'll have a little bit better outlook on it in the rest of the show. Rick, where can we get this coin?
Well, you can get this on the Livecoin exchange.
Livecoin.
Livecoin
Not
exchange.
Litecoin.
Not Litecoin.
Live,
The
okay.
Livecoin exchange.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
All right. So if anybody wants to know about this ESP coin, it is a secured private messaging protocol. And it's a hybrid project using proof of work and proof of stake. So you can choose to either mine this coin or stake it. Zach, what do you know about the staking process?
Well, here's what I know about the staking process, Brad. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have ever got my wallet set up.
That was a challenge.
Yeah. I mean, you may look at me and think this guy's a genius. I get it. But let me tell you, it's not the case. I mean, I struggled with this wallet for days.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I finally gave up and came to Brad. If it wasn't for Brad, I wouldn't be able to put my coins in this wallet and stake them. And, that's one thing that I think ESP needs to work on is just the updates as far as it goes to the wallet. I mean, if you don't understand how to do this stuff, it's going to be very, very difficult to do. And that's one thing that I definitely see that they should work on as far as their wallets and how you can set them up and their updates especially.
Yeah. One of the other things I was going to mention, though, even though it was a little bit of a challenge getting this wallet set up, this was kind of an area where the ESP community shines. If you go out onto their site or there's blog posts out there people have created, very detailed. And as soon as I found that, I knocked setting up my wallet in no time. Got Zach all set up in minutes, really. It didn't take too long once you figured out exactly how to do it. Thankfully, someone had a real detailed blog post out there for it. Zach, I think you looked at their community a little bit too. What do you think?
Yeah, here's one thing about ESP Espers that I like. They are very, very active in their community as far as their Discord channel goes and their Telegram. And what's crazy is, this is a fairly new coin. It's been on the market maybe 22 months. And, they've got well over 2,000 followers in their Telegram. And the guys who are answering the questions that are being proposed as far as Espers and how it's going to work and what's going on are the actual founders. So they're very involved. If there's issues, if people are having problems trying to understand it, I mean, they are very, very responsive. And to me, that is a big, big plus for ESP. And, you know, with ESP, you know, starting off, you know, when we got into this, I mean, this is one of the second or third coins I got into. And as Brad said, you know, I bought into it because he texted us and said, hey guys, this is going to be the next big thing from this guy at work. So, of course,
I don't remember those words exactly, but
so how I remember it is Brad said, buy this coin and you'll be a millionaire by the end of 2018. So, of course, that's what I did.
Still not financial advice.
So, of course, we all bought in, you know, to this coin. And, you know, learning what I've learned now, I mean, ESP, you know, doesn't have a white paper that's out yet. And, you know, if you guys have seen the other videos we've done on ICOs, I mean, that's a big deal as far as being able to judge a coin by its merit. But here's one thing that ESP does have. They have a roadmap out. And so far, they hit all their projections for 2017, and they're on track to do 2018. Now, if you go to their website and you look and see, you're going to see the white pages is set for Q1 of 2018. And they did post on their Discord and Telegram page a preview of their white pages. So it is done and it is about to be released. So this is kind of like one of those deals where we got kind of lucky as far as getting into this coin when we did. Because the more and more we start to learn about it, it does fit the parameters going through. And when you look at the price of it, I think right now it's 6 Satoshis, which is, what, 6 of a penny?
Yep.
Something like that, something really cheap. So you're looking at ICO prices for a coin that has a wallet that works. They have a roadmap that they're meeting. And it's one of those coins that I think is really kind of flying under the radar. And no one is really jumping in on this whole, on what the project that they're doing. I mean, they're the only ones that are kind of taking this on.
well, it seems like they also have a pretty good team behind the whole thing. The group that's coding this is called the Crypto Coders. They've worked on a number of other blockchain projects. I think Binary Hero or Hiro, however you pronounce that, O2O London, Graham, Insane. So they've got some folks that are, you know, pretty established in the blockchain development. But it does look like, you know, we're set for seems like a big year for them. A lot of stuff. 3 big deliverables, it seems like so far with all, you know, the first 3 quarters of the year. Not sure what the fourth quarter holds, but hopefully it's skyrocket prices.
Yeah, and I mean, if you just look at it from an investment opportunity, and like Rick has said, definitely not financial advice, and look at us, we're drinking beer, not spiritual advice either.
It is beer advice, though.
Yeah.
It is beer advice.
Yes.
But if you look at it as an investment overall, I mean, the coin has been on the market now for about 22 months. And the winning month it's had is 50%. Which, I mean, you look at it, it's not too terrible. I mean, for a coin that's 6 Satoshis, I mean, why not throw a little bit of money into it and see what happens? You know, and their max growth month is over 1,000%. And their max growth in a day is over 500%. So, I mean, who knows what the future holds for ESP? I mean, we're still kind of learning about it, and we're not going to really know in detail where they're going to go going forward until we see those white pages. But what I've seen on their GitHub, I mean, their coders are active. They're gearing up. They're spending time on there. And I think ESP has the potential to be kind of like one of those sleeper tokens that no one's talking about. And maybe second, third quarter of this year could go on a run.
Oh, I certainly hope so. One of the things, if you are interested in this coin, be careful. This is the second, they've had multiple generations of this coin. The first generation of it had a number of errors and things like that, so they went through and they started off with a whole new coin. If you look out on their Twitter, they're very active out on Twitter, post a lot of stuff, but they've got a pinned tweet out there warning people, do not buy this coin from Yobit. Yobit has a very old version of their wallet. They've reached out to them. They've tried to get them to update it. It hasn't happened. Don't buy it on Yopit.
All right, guys. Well, hey, that is kind of our view and look at ESP. And before we end, what we're going to do is we're going to do something we haven't done yet in an episode. We're going to go around to all the dudes here at the table, and we're going to give our predictions of where we think ESP is going to be at the end of the year. For me, as I told you, the white pages not being released is a big deal, but I know it's getting ready to come out. They have a preview for it. So my guess is I see ESP sitting around 32 to 35 cents by the end of 2018. Brian, where do you see it sitting at?
Well, that'd be great. I think realistically, as low a price as it now, I'm going to predict end of 2018, 1 cent. What do you think, Rick?
12 ounces, 12 cents.
Wow, I like that. I'm not too far off from you. I was looking at Zach's prediction and thinking I'd be happy with about a third with what he said. I ran some of the numbers before we started this video, and yeah, I'd be happy with a third of that, 10 cents ish. I hope it goes higher. Damn right. But if it doesn't, if it sticks at 10, I'll suffer through.
Right.
All right, guys, another episode of Dude, Where's My Coin? Remember, follow us on Twitter at Coindogz with the Z 2018. Thanks again for NOLA Brewing. That's the beer we talked about today. We're going to have a link in the description so you guys can find that as well, and a link to ESP, which we talked about. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, comment. What do you guys want us to talk about? What kind of beers do you guys want us to review? And if you guys have an ICO out there, send us an email. Let us know. We'd love to review it for you. We'll also have a link down there to our wallets for donations. And guys, remember, this is Zach from Dude, Where's My Coin? Can't be cool, stay cool.